A good friend of mine asked me the other day what I was doing with my organic waste. So I'm going to show you a little bit what I do at home with my organic waste. What I did is that I found a community garden that receives organic waste from different homes or restaurants, so I can bring my waste with them. This way I don't have to make a compost in my home, because I find out that there's plenty of types of compost systems that you can do at your home, but some of them require a little bit of money and some of them are a little bit complicated. So instead of getting into that trouble, I found a place where I can just bring my waste. In the case of this community garden, they only accept vegetables and fruits, food waste, nothing else. There's some compost system where you can put paper waste or things like that, but you have to be careful with that, because in the case of the paper, it depends upon the composition of the paper if you can actually compost it or not, or if it's going to be good for your compost or not. For example, if the paper is too white, it has a lot of chlorine in its composition. If the paper has designs, like a lot of napkins, especially for holidays, if it has designs, it means that it has ink, and it depends upon the composition of the ink, that it's probably not vegetable based, then the chemicals on the paper are not really good for your compost. So you have to be very careful and make a little bit of research if you want to make a compost at your home. Otherwise, a good way to go is to find a community garden where you can join forces. And that's exactly what I do. So what I do every day, at the end of my cooking time or at the end of the day, I put all my waste in a little plate and then I just put it on the freezer. This way. So once I put it on the freezer, it allows me two things: to have a longer period of time storaging without getting rotten, because it is frozen, so it won't generate any type of smell or not any type of worms or mosquitoes around the food. So I do this every single day, and I storage it on my fridge. And right now I'm full. I have a lot of waste. More or less, it takes me a solid month to fill up all the containers that I have for my organic waste. And when I don't have any more containers, then it's time to visit my community garden. Some stuff that I learned about organic waste is that actually there are some kind of waste that you can reuse. And I'm going to give you a tip for that. For example, the waste from coffee. If you like coffee, as I do, what I do is that I am been saving the grains after I do my coffee. So I save them and I put them to dry. And what I do is that once it is dry, it is good to clean the pounds with residues of oil. As you know, oil is very difficult. If you still cooking with oil and you have the habit of just washing your pounds with oil residues with water, it's actually bad, because you pollute the water. Or instead of cleaning it with a paper napkin that you have to put in the waste, then you're generating waste. So what I do is that I use my coffee grains. Once they are dry, I put it in the skillet or in the pound and I clean it all, and then I put it with my organic waste. So I give it a second use. In a few minutes, I'm gonna put up some pictures of what I actually do in my community garden.